What's happening, people? Welcome back to the Brothers Geekout podcast. Me and Kibbs are back another week to give you an update on what's going on in the pop culture world. Again, before I start, just a heads up, guys. If you don't want to hear the updates from me and Kibbs and what's going on and what's going on through our lives and what we think about shit, the timestamp is in the description. So if you want to get straight to the news, straight to the pop culture news, it's in the description saying Geek Out session starts here. Just so everyone's aware, that's when it is. But cool. Other than that, Kibbs, what's going on, bro? How you doing?
Yeah, it's been busy, bro. Trying to keep up with stuff, bro. Trying to keep up. It's been a lot of late nights. Work's been busy. Life's been busy. Yeah, it's been full on. Other than that, some good stuff happening, bro. Fucking John fucking Woo, bro.
John Woo. Oh my God, that. Oh man. We grew up with his movies, bro. This is what I'm saying. Everything just seems so unreal when something like that happens. As simple as a tweet, because there's an acknowledgement from John Woo. It's unreal. It is unreal. It's crazy. You know, a friend of mine, colleague of mine, in London office, they bumped into Arnold Schwarzenegger. When I say bumped into, actually, Arnold Schwarzenegger was in the building. He was doing an interview for his new book, which I'm actually listening to, called Be Useful. And he was just starstruck. I mean, they couldn't say hello or anything, but it was just like, oh my God, I saw Arnie. Yeah, you got it, yeah?
Yeah, I got it, bro. I got it. I was like, I'm gonna have to read this.
Yeah, so I'm listening to it. I got the Audible and I'm loving it already. And I just love the way his philosophy of just be useful. Whatever you do, whatever your goal is, whatever you're trying to achieve, just think about how it can be useful to you, your family, whoever. I love it. I love it so far. But yeah, John Woo, bro. I can't believe he liked. What was it? Your little comment about his new movie, or just
yeah. About his new movie. Yeah,
amazing. That's cool, man. That's been really cool. I was gassed seeing that. That's just amazing.
No, we were good. And then we had like Adam Deacon follow us, share our clip for some other hood. We had a couple of the actors that are in that movie share our clip as well. And then, we had the interview last week with Jeff Rowe, director of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, retweeted our stuff as well. It's nuts, bro, when it's come to that level. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, like, it's been hard work. It's not been easy. Like, trying to put this video together, it's taken 3 days, bro. Doing the audio was all right because that was easy, but the video, because I want it to be quite good, and it's the first time we've done this, I want it to hopefully get a good reaction. So, like, I want to do more stuff like this because I felt like we were in the element. So, podcast, I know this will probably be out tomorrow. The Geek Out with Jeff Rowe, the full video will be out tomorrow. It's like 15, 16 minutes we had with him, like proper got to geek out. Even you can see when we got shut down, but it was like, all right, that's fine. Because we kept on going. We only had 10 minutes. The fact that we actually went on for a bit longer, there are some scenes I cut out because the camera stopped. But no, massive shout outs to Jeff, man, for doing that. And John Woo, Adam Deacon. That's some big names in the game, bro.
What a week.
Some big names in the game, bro. So no, it's been busy, but video editing, like I said, bro, like I like things to be free flowing. I won't be doing this shit, bro. But because we had 2 cameras to make it a bit more creative.
Yeah.
Next time, hopefully they give me help and, making sure things are running. But no, it's good. It's good. We're getting some good feedback, which is amazing, bro. That's amazing.
Definitely. I think for that one of video editing, you put do work your magic. These podcasts, we don't do much editing. It's just like putting the intro, putting the end, that's it. And it's just free flowing. We talk shit, which is great. But that, that's something I think, definitely put your talents, your creative mind to it and just produce a nice video and let's push it, man. I mean, amazing. Again, podcasts, 8 years in the making, leading up to this point. I mean, every year there's a success, I mean, we last year you met The Rock, this year there's all of this, You know, John Woo just liking a tweet is a big thing, man. It's on
Proper big.
Instagram. It's a big thing. We grew up with it. I mean, you should tell Sasa, man. Like, has he seen that? You need to like.
No, I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him because he was the guy that got us into this, and now we've got the director that movies we absolutely adore, like one of our posts, and that's just it's a bit unreal. It's a bit surreal, bro, because like even while doing this interview, like putting it together, and you know what, it is quite. I'm proud of it. Like I'm really proud of it, and you know the two cameras, the question, the switch of the camera, and you know we asked some good questions. I asked some good questions as an artist, but I for the fans as well. Like you know Jeff was brilliant, bro, and I think we could have went on for longer. And it'd be nice that I could. I feel like I want to come to a point where I can reach out to them and say, listen, man, do you want to proper geek out? Like do like a session, which would be great. But no, these sort of opportunities and those sort of things kind of keep us doing the work and stuff like that. So you know, speaking to Jeremy Adams and Rick Morales last week for Mortal Kombat cage match, Legends cage match, it's been busy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. The past 2 weeks, the amount of content we got out. Plus, I'm trying to keep discipline, so I'm doing a sketch every day for Inktober. Yeah, it's full on at the moment, bro. And it's trying to keep up with things at the moment. And it's not even that. Work's busy. I had a webinar today, which is going to be available hopefully on the weekend. But we had a couple of people jump on the webinar today. Sense Labs. We talked about the kit, but we talked about my artwork, my process. Some other good news to come. Loads more to come, bro. Loads more to come, and I'm hoping. And I'm just going to quickly breeze through this. Yesterday, thanks to Universal Pictures for inviting us to Five Nights at Freddy's. The embargo's out, so I got to watch a screening last night. The movie comes out today, guys. If you're into Freddy's, then you know if you remember the game, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I found it very slow. And none of the characters, like they had a really deep story, but it just didn't connect. And I don't know what people are gonna expect from this. So
I don't even
it's
know
not
what
my genre.
Freddy's
It's not my genre of movies. But it's like these these animatronic toys that are alive, and kind of like a thriller stroke horror kind of movie. But I don't know. It didn't work for me, bro. Yeah.
When you say
It's
game,
not my. It's not.
what game? Like a video game or what? What
It's
was
a
it?
video. Yeah, Freddy's is a hold up, man. Freddy's. I can't remember what.
Was it like
Freddy's.
PlayStation, SNES, or old school game or what? I've never even
I
heard
think
of it.
so. Yeah, Freddy's game. Five Nights at Freddy's game. It's a game that's online, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Oh no, it
okay.
was on the PS5. Yeah, it's on the PS5 as well.
Oh, it's a new thing. Okay, I don't know about
Not
it.
new, but it's been out for a while.
Mm.
There's different versions, but I don't know the game. I don't know what it's about. But anyway, yeah, it's not a movie for me. But if you like Freddy's, then you know if you're a fan, you know go support it. It's not a movie for me. But yeah, shout out to Universal for the hookup anyway, as always. I'm always grateful to get to see those movies and stuff like that. So
Cool, man.
got to see
Sounds
some cool
amazing.
people yesterday, met up with some fellow reviewers. So it was good. It's good to see a lot of people, and then there's people there I didn't even know that knew me. So yesterday was quite interesting. So it's good to network as well.
Yeah, no, awesome, man. Awesome. Hard work. I mean, listen, if you don't put the hustle in, we ain't getting nowhere. And we won't get the opportunities and stuff like that. You know, this again, doing this podcast consistently, and then you know, you go into some of these premieres and making the effort to go in there, paying for your train travel to go there, your time. It's all hard work, man. Otherwise, you know, none of it will move forward. So, you know, well deserved. You know, like I say, the you know, John Woo liking a tweet or something is a representation of the hard work paying off. You know what I mean? You having these interviews, it's hard work paying off. You know, it might not sound actually, it is. These are benefits. These are privileges that we're getting, which is amazing, man. So yeah,
Exactly.
keep it up, man.
Exactly.
Keep it up.
Yeah. So shout outs to Spectrum Noir and DC Comics for sending me a package, which I will open. It came yesterday. There's some art kit in there. I'm gonna do some Inktober sketches with them, but they got this new sort of fan art collection, which is like drawing from DC artists, and they've got ink pens that you can color them in with. So I'll have some videos on the channel tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I'll do an Inktober to get a sketch with them. But I'm at Comic-Con on Friday. I'm not going to do the whole weekend. I do need some time to rest. I would have done the 3 days. But I'm going to go there on Friday, meet up with the guys at DC. I'm going to meet Jeremy Adams. He's there. So I'm going to catch up with him. Hopefully, I got my little voice recorder now. This is probably the best £20 spent on Amazon Basics. It works, bro. And this gives me opportunities to do interviews spot on now.
Oh,
I could do it on my phone, but having a separate recording, good quality, getting that done. Journalism games, bro.
All right, do it, bro. When you say you're gonna meet Jeremy Adams, is that through paying the 20 quid or whatever to go get a picture? Like, would you get an opportunity to chat to him? Those ones are just in and out, right?
Yeah, no, he's artist alley, so I'll catch up. There's a couple of DC artists. We're doing some work with the Spectrum Noir pen guys. So I'll catch them, and I'll catch a couple of people there on Friday, but I'm just gonna go show my face on Friday, and then weekend I genuinely I don't even want to look at a computer, bro. I just want to chill.
Yeah, no, do that. It's necessary as well. Awesome, bro. That sounds amazing. You got a lot going on. Listen, I won't deny, or I have to pull it out, that you do a lot to help make this happen, to help the Brothers Geekout podcast grow, to help get us out there. Like I don't do shit except do this podcast. You know what I'm saying? So this is you, bro. I know it's the Brothers Geekout podcast, but everything else that's going on in the background, all those, that's because of your hard work. You know what I mean? I'm just sitting and doing this basically. So, credit where credit's due. Keep doing your thing. I keep saying there's stuff I need to push in Dubai and whatnot. I'll be honest with you, bro. I think I've tried with a few things. I guess it's about being consistent. And I'm not being consistent. That's the truth. The fact is, I'm not consistent. I mean, one, I got my day job. Two, I'm dedicating my time to training and fitness and stuff before I dedicate to the geek out. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like to chasing up and following up with people and whatnot. And then after that, it's more like, then I'll try and send a little Instagram or try and reach out to someone and whatnot. And so it's not like my top priority, if that makes sense. And then I need my time to chill and recover and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, no, listen, I will try. I mean, I do need to do the podcast with the comic book shop guy, and I do need to go to Speedy Comics and check out the vault and all that sort of stuff. But it'll come eventually. I'm happy with what we're going on. I was invited, through you anyway. I was invited to do a podcast with I've gone blank.
What heroes do? Yeah, what heroes do. Try and jump on. Yeah.
I sent a message to. This is where I'm basic. That's why I don't know why someone would want me on their podcast. I can't remember names and shit. Glenn, that's it. Glenn. I sent an email. He responded. I'll message him back. He's in Qatar, yeah. So we can align with timing and whatnot. So it'd be great. That would be it's the first time I've been invited to a podcast. You're better at that stuff, to be honest with you. As you can hear or see, when I do the podcast or when I talk, I just fucking talk, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not as good as articulating, be it reviews.
You've got better. Got better, bro.
I'm trying. Again, for me, it's all about freedom of expression. I have to express myself, how I am, who I am, and that's the best way I could do it. If I try to imitate you or imitate someone else, I will fail miserably. It's that Bruce Lee quote that I love, don't go out there and try to be yourself. Always be yourself. Don't go out there and try to find a successful personality and imitate it. You know what I mean? It's all about being yourself. And that's the way I'm going to be. I mean, I'm getting better with certain things, but I think I'm always going to I have to be myself. I have to talk as myself. I can't copy anyone, and otherwise I'll lose. And I've tried that, and I've seen how embarrassing it is. I want to delete those videos of the podcast or some reviews I've done. I'm like, fuck, we need to delete that shit. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, no, I've been good, man. I've got a couple of days off work from tomorrow, so we're gonna hit a couple different states in Dubai and just get some time and get away from not Dubai, sorry, the UAE, get away from shit. And yeah, just chill, you know what I mean? Just chill and enjoy, need some recovery. I just came back from wrestling class. It's never easy, man. I always keep saying it's never easy, but you know, trying to keep up. Still doing a cold plunge, you know, every morning. You know, it sucks. But the water's filling up slowly, and eventually I'll be able to soak myself. Like I had it in one spot, and the sun, as because the sun was hitting it from 2 different directions during the day, the water got hot, bro. I was like, it's basic. So I had to move it to another area where there's shade, and it keeps the water kind of chilly, but not really that cold. So I need to figure that out. I'm gonna have to bust more ice and stuff in it when I do it, but I'm looking forward to that. Other than that, man, just been chilling, just been getting on with the week and stuff, man, as we do. I got a new Punisher figure. I don't know, I had to treat myself this week. Something
That's
inside of me was like, I needed to treat myself. So this guy was on my radar, just a little one here, ugly little bastard, man, but I love him. So it's part of my collection. I'm looking forward to finishing off the collection. I've got 2 more Punisher ones. There's a couple more Punisher ones, but 2 or 3 more specific ones I'm gonna get next year and whatnot. But yeah, this little ugly bastard has joined the castle family that I got here, which is awesome. So yeah, man, that's it, man. That is it from my side, man. Everything else has been good.
No, good to hear, man. That's good to hear. Good to hear. I know Ash has been playing Spider-Man, but he's off on holiday now, so he's getting some downtime.
Yeah, that game looks good. Listen, guys,
So
check out the Geekout gaming channel, which is getting 0 traction. I don't know why, but the brother, when I do a little short on the Brothers Geekout podcast, it gets so many more views, and on the Brothers Geekout gaming, it gets no views. But that game, bro, I was tempted to say, should I just buy this? But I can't buy that without playing the first one. And you know what? I'm not. I don't. It's not my type of game. But it looks good. Like it starts off with him and Miles Morales and Peter Parker fighting Spider-Man, Sandman, and just the gameplay and just the way the way it is absolutely amazing. The graphics look amazing, but the gameplay is absolutely amazing. Oh my god! I was like, Ash, have fun with this, man. It looks sick. It looks very sick. So I can't buy it. I'm still playing God of War, but that game, wow. Sony's doing a good job with the animation side of Spider-Man. You know what I'm trying to say? Like the animation movies and the whole Miles Morales thing, they've fucking smashed it. You know what I mean? They've done a great job with that. And the only Miles Morales they've done is the animation and the video games, and they've absolutely done an amazing job with those. So good on them. Good on Sony for, you know.
They smashed it. Tomorrow, that's what I'm saying. That's how busy the week is. And I'm so glad I've finished this Jeff Rowe interview. I can just start promoting and pushing it. But I'll send it to you so you can watch it and see. Let me know your thoughts before I start sharing the link out. Bro, I'm sharing it everywhere, bro. WhatsApp everywhere. I'm getting people to watch this. Tomorrow, I am at Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse live with a live orchestra, bro. Live DJ scratching.
Wait, and what?
Yes, bro.
Live DJ, like, I mean, I could only imagine the tunes, bro. The old school tunes, bro. Hakeem and whatnot. Oh my god.
So that's so they're gonna play the movie with the orchestra. They're gonna have the DJ there playing the tracks from. This is the first one, Into the Spider-Verse. So yeah, and Daniel Pemberton, who did the soundtrack, he's gonna be there. So I hope I can bump into him and just geek out for a moment. But just to go there and watch it live is gonna be quite nice. Well, I did. I mean, even though I went to cinema yesterday, but just to go watch something that I'm gonna fully enjoy, I'm looking forward to seeing that, bro. So tomorrow after work, running down to Hammersmith, gonna catch that. So keep an eye on the socials, guys. I'll put some videos up, some pictures up. Again, always thankful for the love you guys show on the social media pages. Recently, there's a couple of you guys sharing our stuff as well, which is amazing as well. And, you know, last week's winner for Mortal Kombat Legends cage match, you know, thanks for getting involved in the giveaways. That's getting posted out by Warner Brothers. Yeah, it's good traction, and people are watching, bro. People know what's going on. So that's the main thing. So
for sure. But listen, I again, our consistency, our discipline to make sure we do it every week and catch and make it happen is where the growth is, you know what I mean? And it's gonna keep on growing, man. It's gonna keep on growing. This week I watched UFC Abu Dhabi. Oh my god, it was me and check out Fight Talk. You know, that's getting a bit more traction on this week's podcast, on this week's Fight Talk. Bro, the fights were just amazing. Amazing fights. Just the highest level, man. It's crazy, man. Like it's
Yeah.
like again, it's like real life modern day gladiators and whatnot, but just the highest levels of martial arts and fighting and absolutely amazing, you know. And this was obviously full of more of the Russian Islamic fighters. Like when I say Islamic fighters, they're more the Russian Islamic fighters, the guys from Dagestan and Chechnya and whatnot. They all look the same. I had to explain to K West what that style is, you know, the beard and no mustache. Because Joe
Yeah.
Rogan and Eddie Bravo and the team, they do a fight companion, right? Which is absolutely hilarious. I love listening to it. Basically, they watch the fights and they just geek out about the fights and commentate and just crack jokes. They're a bunch of boys basically watching the fights. Anyway,
Yeah.
Eddie Bravo was like a jiu-jitsu master. Anyway, he was as a joke, he tried to explain to them about the whole beard and no mustache. He's like, why does everyone look the same? Because everyone has the same style. So he went into it seriously. He was like Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln went to Dagestan and wrestled. Abraham Lincoln wrestled, right? But he seriously told him, like, Abraham Lincoln went to Dagestan and he wrestled, and he was very serious. And then he started cracking up laughing, and he had them going, and I was busting up as he was doing it because he got all of them. They all believed him, and then they were thinking about in that time of the year, back in the days, it would have taken Abe Lincoln like 6 months to get there and whatnot. And the way he was trying to explain how he got there, like, oh, he took a boat for 2 months and then he jumped on a wagon and that took another 2. I was busting up, bro. But the real story I was telling K West that it's the style of the Prophet Muhammad, may he rest in peace, where he had the beard and the mustache. That's how we should really be doing it. But them guys do it on the tee. But I was busting up when Eddie Brother was talking about fucking Abraham Lincoln. Oh my God, it's hilarious. But yeah, all those fighters, man, just high level guys. There was this one dude with one eye I was talking about with the boys, and he literally got one eye, bro, and he calls himself the pirate. And I'm just like, these people are different, bro. These are different type of people.
That's sick. Yeah, definitely, bro. The pirate, you know.
Calls himself the pirate. The pirate's coming. He's got one eye. Again, he's got the style, but he's got a ginger beard. It's weird, like from a guy from Dagestan. Amazing striker and whatnot. But he's got one eye. I mean, and they let him fight in these regions. I don't think they'll let him fight in some of the US states and whatnot. But I'm just like, these people are just built different. I mean, Michael Bisping was the first British UFC champion, and then also he had one eye too. And I'm just like, I mean, oh, you look, I love the UFC. I love it as a sport. I love the martial arts. Obviously, I train everything and whatnot, but I just love these individuals, man, and just what they go through. I have so much respect for any fighter, and just, you know, for the hard work they put in and the sacrifices they make to their life, to their bodies, to their eyes, all this shit. I love it. I admire them so much, you know. And there's some of them training in my gym today. The guy, the former bantamweight champion, I believe it was, Aljamain Sterling, was training at our gym today. And I'm just like, man, I wish I could, again, bump into them and get a picture and speak to them. But it's their training. I can't be that. I'm not going to be that guy that just, you know, tries to force it. I want to be that guy that has a 2 minute, not 2 minutes, so like 30-second, hey, how you doing, brother? Like, good to see you. Like, you know, congratulations on your hard work and your success. Like, I want to have that conversation. I don't want to be like, oh, bro, can I just get a picture? But anyway, like I geek out when I see these guys, you know what I'm trying to say? Like that's my geek out moment. But yeah, guys, check out Fight Talk. This week's one's been getting a lot of traction, so appreciate the support and whatnot. But guys, check it out. And yeah, man, what else is going on? Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. Should we get into the news?
Let's do it, bro.
All right, well, let's get into the news. All right, first of all, again, you know, prayers go out to all the people in Palestine, all innocent people in general that's being affected by this, being killed by this. But prayers do go out to the people of Palestine, the children. I mean, over 5,000 people are dead now, being killed and murdered. Half of those are children and babies. It's heartbreaking. I have to, my Instagram, bro, I have to skip those. I can't see children. They're showing dead babies, man, on Instagram, you know, but there's a reason, you know, they have to push this out because the mainstream media, as we've spoken many, many times, and I'm not going to go into it, guys, not too much, but I'm just going to say the mainstream media is the voice for Israel. The people are the voice for Palestine. That's why people are doing it. That's why people are pushing it. Our social. That's why it's important that we do post stuff, for the freedom of Palestine. For not even just that, just stop the murder, stop the genocide. We are witnessing a genocide, and only us people can speak up, because the mainstream media has made their decision after, as they always have, to support this genocide that's going on. And you know what? The great thing about people, not only the protests, which is amazing, social media and the internet has helped a lot for the people to be the voice for Palestine. So I suggest to everyone, voice yourself. Again, don't want any innocent people dying from any side, but there is a genocide going on in Palestine, and their land is being stolen. They are an occupied state. They are being occupied and whatnot. And the Western media, the West, the US, Israel are looking to just kill them all and take the land. It's a horrible thing. Forget about self-defense. Forget about this. We have a right to defend ourselves. Cool. Go, like I said, go kill Hamas. All the people that are dying, if you could tell us that's all Hamas, I wouldn't even say anything. All right, cool. Go kill Hamas. But thousands of 5,000 people, half of them children, that's not Hamas. And the propaganda that Hamas uses them as human shield, if you keep believing that, you're supporting genocide. You're just giving an excuse for little babies being killed and whatnot. That's a bullshit propaganda. Listen, if they haven't even given any stats of how many Hamas people have been killed. If you said, listen, out of that 5,000 people, again, collateral damage is a bullshit word, but if a bullshit thing. But if you said, like, listen, out of 5,000 people, unfortunately, 10% was collateral damage. Still, it'll be fucking heartbreaking, because not 1%, not even a percent of collateral damage is a good thing. But at least you'll be like, well, you're fucking attacking Hamas. That's who you're defending yourself against, and that's the media keeps pushing it out. Israel versus Hamas. No, this is a genocide, right? This is a genocide. What's happening? Because there's no, I haven't seen any numbers from the mainstream media saying we've killed 10 Hamas soldiers and all this sort of stuff. I haven't seen anything. It's just innocent people, innocent children. So again, people, voice yourself. The people have to be the voice for Palestine. Simple. The media won't be. And
no, that's right. That's right. And the narrative in the media at the moment now, even with like some of the clips I've been seeing, and what's that, Pierce Fool, trying to be pro-Palestinian and getting all these people on there, really and truly, he's just trying to get them to condemn like what's going on. And he keeps, what annoys me about it is that he keeps saying, what's your thoughts about what happened on that date? And it's like, what's happened has happened. How do we resolve this? And not have innocent people die in the process. And again, both sides. I put out a post the other day, I don't want innocent people dying, and that's both sides. But what's happening in Palestine is horrendous, because I don't see anything like that happening on the other side. You know what I mean?
It's heartbreaking.
Yeah,
but
it's fucked.
The only thing I give Pierce credit for, he is getting a lot of pro-Palestine people, and the Loki was just on there and whatnot. Amazing, and they're doing a great job. But yes, you're right. He is biased. Pierce tries to say that he's not biased because, one, he said he was against the Iraq war and he spent a lot of time writing against it. He keeps using that as an excuse. Two, he keeps saying, I'm the only one getting pro-Palestine people on there, right? Okay, you are, but the way you're asking your questions and the way you keep bringing up October the 13th or 7th, whatever, which was a horrible thing, but the way you keep touching on that, not once before, when during Ramadan, when innocent people were praying, did you get anyone and the idea?
No. That's not his agenda, though.
Bullshit. Yeah, and he never brings up.
Agenda.
Yeah, and he never brings up the last 50 years of occupation. Like, why come you've never condemned that? Stop asking people to condemn thing and talk about like possible solution. Talk about what the history is. Why?
That's not his thing, bro.
So
the thing is now
biased.
This is it's biased, but it's up to, this is a different side of it. Yeah, it's people capitalizing on what's happening. All right,
views and all that shit. He's
been smashing it, bro. He's making monies, bro. He don't give a shit whose side he's on, as long as his mortgage is getting, he's getting the money, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Is people jump on the hype, bro, and this is a real situation, not really hype, but this is a real situation, and people are just trying to gain traction on it. You know what I mean? And people are gonna look into it in different ways. But listen, guys, I said there's a link on my private page. It's for Gaza Emergency. If you donate, I'm giving away artwork, some of my personal stuff, just to help support families and kids out there. So do what you can. It's not a page that I'm running. It's actually an emergency Gaza page. Just let me know and I'll send it out to you. Doesn't matter what part of the world you're from or where you listen to this podcast. Let's do our part to try and help out. What's happening at the moment is genocide, and it's absolutely. I hate using. I've calmed down on my swearing, but it is fucked, bros. It's heartbreaking seeing some of the stuff on there, and then looking at my kids, and you know, it's hard as a parent because you're like, this is a world we've brought them into, where they can get done because of their difference, and that's fucked, bros.
It's fucked.
That is absolutely fucked because that doesn't give them a chance to kind of move. And I don't want that. The reason why we do all of this stuff is making sure that our granddad did his part in the army. Dad did his part to help us. And now it's our part to help the next generation feel a bit in place. Does that make sense? I don't want my daughters to feel out of place because they wear a hijab when they're Muslim. Like, I can go through that pain now and understand it because, yes, I get that look when I jump on the train with a backpack. You know, I get that look when I walk into an office and they think, who's this guy? Is this guy the cleaner, or is he dropping off a delivery? Like, that stereotypical shit that happens, but people do that, bro. Like, that's an automatic reaction, bro. So I don't want them to be, hopefully, inshallah, man, I pray for the future.
But
I pray for them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's the luck of the draw, man. I mean, like, if you're born in Gaza, could you imagine, like, you don't decide where you're born. If you're born in a place like Gaza, Syria, or that's it. It's the luck of the draw. That's it. If you're a child and you're born in Gaza, you're like most likely could like die as a baby, and you not just die. You're gonna be murdered. Sorry, not die. You're gonna be murdered by human beings, adult human beings who have made a decision that your life doesn't matter because you look like that, you're from that region, you're from that place. I'm trying to steal this land from this baby, so I don't care if I kill this baby. Like, these adult human beings have made this decision, but they're not adults. But listen, someone posted something recently I saw, which was talking about some of in the most recent times, some of the most chaotic things that's happened in regards to, man, they went in deep, right? World War I, World War II, taking killing indigenous people in Australia, in the US, the slave trade, Palestine. And it's like, none of this was done by Muslims. Muslims did not start any of this. Like, this whole shit that people have against is the Islamophobia thing that people have, like these governments have, should I say, and some people and whatnot. Muslims haven't done nothing. We haven't started no world wars, none of that sort of shit, right? But again, listen, the media, the Western media, they're such a big power. They have taken control of people, and I can't blame some people because they've been brainwashed. You know what I'm trying to say? You can't blame them because they've been brainwashed by these higher ups who control the media and all that sort of shit, right? But you know, it's important for us to kind of, like I say, keep spreading, being the voice for Palestine.
No, of course, we got to spread it.
Yeah, and maybe there's something that you post that might touch someone who actually was thinking, I don't give a fuck what happens to the Palestinians, but they might see something and be like, oh, fuck, wait, hold on. I didn't know this. I didn't know this. Seth Rogan was saying it in one interview. He was like, I was fed all of this my whole life. And then he goes, when I grew up and I researched, and it was like, I didn't know people were there. Like, already, I didn't know we took the land. Like, that's what he literally said, bro. Like, this is my point about us sharing it. Like, if someone like Seth Rogan, who is a Jewish brother and whatnot, he was fed that's their land, that's their land. When he researched into it, and as he got older, he was like, but there were people there already. What do you mean that's our land? Like, and he chooses, I'm not gonna go live there, you know, stolen land or whatnot. But this is the point about the people sharing stuff, because you might share something that someone didn't know. It might open their eyes. Like again, even if you're pro whatever, you're on the Israeli side, cool, that's totally fine. But maybe you might see something where you're like, wait, hold on a second, 2,000 kids have just been killed. Wait, like maybe they might get it. 5,000 people have been killed. How many of them are Hamas? Maybe one of them might question it. You don't know, and maybe one of them might be like, okay, well, this is fucked up. This is not self-defense anymore. We're just eradicating them. We're killing babies and shit. And that individual might turn around and still could be like pro-Israel, be like, well, guys, like I support my country, Israel, but stop killing babies for a second. You know what I mean? So that's why I think it's important for people the social media, and for us to keep posting and being the voice for Palestine, even though we're being censored. A lot of the high level people are being censored and whatnot. It's important. It's important because God forbid, man, like if they all get killed, that land's taken, and we're living in a world and we're like, man, fuck, I should have said something. You know what I mean? But I feel that world will come in the future. And you know, the crazy thing is, what upsets me is that the way the mainstream media, the way the world would just move on, just like how we have moved on from so many atrocities that's happened. Again, indigenous people, just their lands being taken and killed, be it Australia, Canada, US, wherever it is. And we just moved on with life, and it's a part of history. And then after you find out it's fucked up, and people talk about how fucked up it is, but while it's happening, the agenda's been made by those higher ups. So no matter how much you talk about how fucked up it is, it's happening. It's happening.
Exactly.
Listen, I don't know. I don't know much about the details that's going on, but I know, you know, the US. There's a lot of conspiracies and shit, and I'm not going to go into it, but I know the US have sent a warship. There's this possible thing that's going on with Iran, which is crazy. Like, there's this conspiracy going on that, or whatever it is, I don't know the facts. You got to go look into the facts. That the US sent $6 billion to Iran or something, and then now they're claiming Iran funded Hezbollah, even though Iran, not Hezbollah, Hamas, even though Iran saying that they didn't. Anyway, the US has sent a warship there. I heard China had now sent 2 warships there. China has spoken out against who have spoken up for the Palestinians. Russia have spoken up for the Palestinians as well. It's crazy. In our world, in the media world, we think China and Russia are the bad guys. So when they speak up for Palestine, they're like, oh, they're just speaking up for the terrorists. That's what the Western world's going to tell us. Well, they're all bad guys. I'm not saying anyone's good, but the way I think, right, is only another superpower can stop a superpower. US is a superpower.
Yeah, of course.
It's only like, it's like a bully. Like another bully can come in, another big superpower like Russia and China, not start World War III because that's scary, but just say, stop. I'm not going to allow you lot to do this. This is enough. We're going to come, and if you guys try to blow the shit out and start a new world war, we're going to get involved. And that might stop the US and Israel, just to be like, fuck, do we really want to get into it? Because you have to think of it this way. The US did not get involved physically with Ukraine. They send them billions and billions of dollars, but US love to get involved when it's the Middle East. They love to send their warships and send people. But when it came to Ukraine and Russia, they were like, oh, we'll send you money, but we're not going to get involved because Putin is a crazy motherfucker. They're all bad guys. I'm not saying anyone's good. He will like, you get involved physically, you'll see what happens. So that's what I'm saying. And the same thing will happen with China. Like, US will never physically get involved, even though there's all these things about China possibly taking Taiwan and blah, blah, blah. US will not physically get involved. They'll fund them, but they won't get, because they know those are another superpowers. And this is what I'm saying. Like, if one of those superpowers can step in and just say, guys, enough. We're sending warships too. We don't want a war, but you better stop what you're doing. You're not going to rule the world the way you want. And it only takes a bully to control another bully and say enough is enough, right? You got your revenge. You killed 5,000 innocent people and children. Fucking tell us how many Hamas. You're not eradicating Hamas. You haven't done shit. You haven't given us any numbers on how many Hamas people you've killed. And by killing innocent people, that's not justifying self-defense. That's just genocide. That's just your agenda of, we want to kill them and take their land. That's what you're showing. And they're losing from that perspective. The world is seeing that what you're doing. It's not, oh, we support you because of what happened to you. At first, maybe a little bit, go get your self-defense. But now it's like, I mean, I didn't feel that way, and I condemn what happened, and I don't want any innocent people dying because or whatnot. But now it's revenge. Now it's not revenge. It's genocide. It's genocide. Kill the
And the
babies.
thing is, they haven't even given out no proof of the amount of what's going on. So that's the problem. It's yeah.
Yeah, Loki brought it up. Loki brought it up when he had that interview. He goes, where, like, everything is from that you're saying that happened on that day, and of course some shit probably happened, but
Yeah.
nothing's been confirmed. There was lies about the babies. Like, when you say all that shit's happened, cool, I'm sure some shit happened, right? But the lies about the babies immediately, that tells you, well, what's true, what's not. Apparently they just had a secret, but check this out, a secret meeting with only 100 journalists, and I'm sure from the mainstream media, CNN, BBC and all them lot, that Israel put together, that they showed them exactly what happened. Oh, a secret, yeah, to the mainstream media of what happened. And we're supposed to believe that shit. We're supposed to believe, if it's really true of everything that's happening, then show it to the world. Because with Palestine, we're showing it, the world is seeing it, right?
Yeah.
Why does it have to be a secret? Why does it have to be made up? Like, if there's so much made up shit, people believe, and this is my point, like, there's still people that are gonna believe the mainstream media. And it's so like crazy that they do. It's like, okay, if you do, that's cool. But when it gets to a point when babies are getting killed and we're seeing genocide, maybe you should take a step back and be like, all right, well, this is fucked up. But all this secrecy, man, like, it's true. Like, what is real? Like, of course something happened, but what is real? This new thing, this hostage that was being released. Did you see that? The old lady?
No.
A hostage was released, an old lady. Immediately, there's videos of her shaking. Check this out. She's shaking Hamas's hands and saying thank you to them when she's letting it go, right? And then she says in the interview, like, they treated me well. They said that we're people from the Quran. We will never hurt you. They gave her medicine. They fed them. They asked permission about, can we have some of this food and what? They were treated her well. That's what she says, right? And Sky News posted it or showed the video. And immediately the guy was like, cut it off. They cut it off, right? They cut her off. And he was like, oh, we have to keep in mind, you know, they do have other hostages, so we don't know, maybe she's been manipulated to say this immediately, right? And all other mainstream medias, right, when they post a video, they just post in her a comment that she might have said, or maybe no, I don't know, that says she went through hell. That's the headline. She went through hell. But then when you see her actual interview of her talking, she's like, they treated me well. I mean, I can't believe the mainstream is so full of fucking, it gets me angry, bro.
Because it's fair-mongering, bro. Fair-mongering. And it puts people like us in that position where, oh shit, he's a Muslim. When somebody found out my name was Muhammad the other day, bro, they were shocked, bros. And my man just said it as a joke because I had my hat on. I just did my prayers. I came onto a meeting, left it on because my hair is too long now, messy, but Alara loves it, so I'm gonna keep it for her. And he was like, Salaam alaikum, Muhammad. And then the white guy on the call was like, oh, he just didn't know. And then like my manager was like, that's his name, that's his first name. And I was like, yeah, my first name is Muhammad. So it's like that perception, bro, is still there. Don't matter how long you've known somebody. As soon as you say that shit scares the shit out of people. So the media's done that.
The media's done that.
The media's done that, bro. Yeah. The media's done that. And I remember somebody telling me when I used to work in Jessups that you shouldn't be used to going through that. And I said I am, because it's just the way of the world right now. And she was really upset, the fact that she was like, you shouldn't be, though. You're a human being.
I mean, bro, that's one individual, and it's a lot of individuals, but the people who have the policies in place will make that's, you know, they've set that as a reality. I mean, Muhammad is the most popular name in the world. I mean, you can watch Superbad, they fucking say it in there.
Yeah.
McLovin. Yeah. And he was like, what kind of name is McLovin? Fucking, why don't you put Muhammad or whatever? Anyway, what was I gonna say on that? And oh yeah, with businesses, and you know, this whole equity, diverse equity and inclusion is fucking bullshit. That's another business thing. When you get a high, basically the way that works is if you score a high point, you get some extra credit or tax or whatever. I don't know the full detail, but it's some bullshit. Because when it comes down to it, bro, fucking, they don't give a fuck about Palestinians, Muslims, black people, whatever it is. They don't give a fuck. They're just hiring them so their score's nice. It don't mean shit. Not one person that I work with has given any. They just stay silent. They haven't even with Ukraine. Everyone stood up, and I'm doing this charity. Not one person has said anything, and I'm scared to say anything because I'm gonna get fired. This is what I'm saying. Like I post shit on Instagram, and I got management and whatnot following me. I would never post anything that would again evoke violence or anything like that. I'm just posting stuff that are facts about Palestine and free Palestine. But bro, I am nervous about it. But I can't speak to anyone at work. And when I read the Wall Street Journal and their biased media, I can't question it. I'm a part of it. I feel fucked up. I'm a part of it. And I can't question it. And I never will. I never will because I'm going to get fired. And as fucked up as that sounds, like, I feel like a dick. Like, you know, when you see heroes like Muhammad Ali who gave up his title because of what he believed in, I'm sitting there literally saying to everyone that I'm not willing to give up my job to question, you know, some of the journalism that we're seeing at the Wall Street Journal that I work for. Now, my Instagram's full of free Palestine stuff, and that's my way of spreading the message. But I mean, who am I going to?
But it's a reality that we have to live because we still have to go on. We still have people to support. It's completely different. I don't know how hard. It depends on how hard it hits, bro. When it comes to a point, you're gonna break, and that's just like Sound of Freedom. When Tim had that moment when he was asked that question, how many have you saved? That fucked him up. And one day we will have that question said to us. How many did you save? And that's when the moment will be like, shh, you know, you drop everything, you do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's gonna be something, bro. But I mean, look, like now, for us, it's a difficult position because we have to get by and survive as well. But it's hard enough to see what the world is fucking going through. You know what I mean?
I feel like honestly, I don't feel good about it at all. But I mean, like, I can't tell our journalists and CEO that they're just like, get the fuck out of here. You're fired. We don't need you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a pawn, literally, right? But you know, the question will go back to all these people. What did you do when we witnessed a genocide? What did you do when when all these mainstream medias were supporting a genocide and we all sat back and funded it and whatnot? I'm asking myself that fucking same question. But I don't feel good about it at all. Don't get me wrong, I don't. But that's the question that will be going out to everyone as well. What did you do when we witnessed a genocide? Do you know what? They wouldn't give a fuck. They would not give a fuck anyway. They would just live their life. They're like, well, we won the world anyway. It's cool. My life's great. I don't want to say the word, but I'm a certain color. My eyes are a certain color and all this sort of stuff. Like, my life's good. I support it. I'm cool. I don't give a fuck if a genocide happened to people that don't look like me. Doesn't mean shit to me. Those people have to live with it. But I think the thing is, those people will live with it. You know, they will. That's how they I don't know if they're inhuman. I don't know if they're human. I really don't. Like, they will live with that shit. And it's fucked up. It's fucked up, bro. I feel like I said to you, I'm not gonna go into it. What has it been 20 minutes now? I can't help it. There's so much, you know, like in me, you know, like that I just, you know, speaking to a friend yesterday, and he asked it today, and I'm not gonna name names or whatnot, but Bloomberg, basically, I'll name the company. He has to today speak to someone on his team about some of the Palestine stuff that they've been posting on it, about their social media, because they've been posting stuff about free Palestine. I mean, he has to do that today. And I'm just like, that's just fucked up. Like, just because that individual works for Bloomberg and that individual feels a certain way and they're going to be questioned for their political views, or I wouldn't even say it's political views, it's humanity. I don't want to see babies die. I don't care about the politics. I am against babies dying. I am against genocide. That's what I'm against. Right. So, but she's being questioned, and I could too. I mean, again, I would never post anything about violence or, you know, trying to say any sort of violence towards certain people and whatnot. But I have a fair few that I could do. But I'm against. I'm with humanity. I'm against people dying.
But the thing is, I gotta say that has got nothing to do. If she's still doing the work and producing for you or whatever, So what the fuck has that got to do with it? If it's not happening during work hours, and she's posting that in the evening, like I do, I post all my work in the evening. I'll have stuff on schedule during the day. That's none of their business. That's my opinion. That's my thoughts. This is how I feel. I think that's a bit fucked up, but that's just, I know some
But she
people.
works for Bloomberg. Michael Bloomberg is Zionist. Like, he's a Zionist dude. You know what I'm trying to say? I work for the Wall Street Journal. You know, the people on top, Rupert Murdoch and whatnot. Shit, man, this could get me fired as well. Like, don't put this as a short. None of my people are watching this podcast. Don't put this past a short. Don't put. Anyway, but it's
All
true.
right, cool.
It's true. But listen. Sorry that I went into it again. Fucking, you can skip this part. Listen, power to the people. The people have to speak. That we are the voice of Palestine. The mainstream media is going to be the voice of, murder and genocide. We have to speak for the people. All right, let's move on. Again, unfortunately, it's still a bit more sad news, man. Rest in peace, Burt Young. He died at 83 years old. Best to me known as Paulie from Rocky. Loved his character. He's such an amazing character. I loved what he. Oh man, it was a bit heartbreaking, man. Because I know Burt Young. I was like, Paulie passed away. That's what my first thought came to mind, because I love that character so much in Rocky, and he's such a big part of it, of that movie franchise and whatnot. It's sad to see him go, but 83, man. I don't know the details and whatnot, but. If he was sick, but
May he rest in peace. Yeah, it's a good age, man. Definitely a good age. Another one, Richard Rountree passed away today, so he's best known for Shaft, but massive catalog of movies, bro. This guy, so much. He's done so much. You look at his work stuff, man. The guy's been in everything, bro. Yeah, that bloody hell. Let me see. I'm gonna pull out some movies that we know of. Theodore Rex, I remember that one. What else is there? Fist of Justice, Shaft, Speed Racer. What else, man? George of the Jungle, What Men Want, Manic Cop, Steel, Seven. Rest in peace, dude.
Rest in peace.
Another legend gone. With a great catalogue he leaves behind a massive legacy, and I think for what he did for Shaft as well plays a big part in that community as well. So definitely props to him, and he's a cool dude, man. Fucking cool dude, bro.
Cool as dude. We get older, like remember, I'm 38, going on to 39 and whatnot. Like some of these legends, man, that we movies and whatnot, like they that's why it's like every news, every week we're hearing, someone that who we kind of admire and watch on TV passing away. I was just speaking to Edwin, who I haven't spoken to in ages, and he goes, "Gee, I'm cool. Everything's okay. The world's a bit messed up right now, and a lot of people that I know are passing away, and I'm just thinking about that generation as well. You know what I mean? Like, it's heartbreaking as it sounds, a part of life. One day we're gonna get to an age where our loved ones, friends, family, parents, will be moving on, and it's hard to think, but it is happening. We're old now, man. We're fucking old.
It is. No, bro.
But
no, man.
Anyway, listen, sorry, I didn't want to take it down another dark path. Let's get into things of stuff that we watched. So I watched a few things. I'll start off with Old Dad. Did you watch that comedy with Bill Burr's directorial debut?
I didn't, bro. Somebody did say to watch it. They said I'd enjoy it. They messaged me directly, which is funny. They were like, "Kibbs, I know you'll enjoy this. It's like you, basically." So I was like, "All right, cool. I'll check it out. I hope it'll be on the weekend, bro. I'll be on the weekend."
Bill Burr's absolutely hilarious. Listen, I found it a little bit slow. It dragged a little bit, but the jokes and the comedy, I think what Bill Burr tried to do is bring back comedy. Like we will never get like a Tropic Thunder or Superbad. They went overboard, right? But in this movie, I think he pushes the boundaries. He touches on gender. He touches on racism. He touches on the new generation. He touches on white privilege. He touches on things that in a movie comedy that you can't do these days because you just get cancelled. So I think Bill Burr done his best to push the limits, and there are some jokes in there that are absolutely hilarious. So I think you will enjoy it. As a comedy that you want to sit back and just watch, definitely check it out. You'll enjoy it, have some laughs. If you get a chance, watch it with Jakob. It's always good to watch comedies with friends. Because you
No,
know, you guys
definitely,
enjoy it.
definitely.
So I would say try to arrange like a boys' night and you guys watch it together, which would be good. Gen V, new episode of that, watching that. So, bro, you're gonna have to watch it because it's obviously connected to the boys, and it would directly connect to season 4 of the boys, and then season 4 of the boys would directly connect to Gen Z season 2, which has been renewed. So you're gonna have to watch it, bro. It's a whole universe, and whatnot. And as you get into it, you would see why. Bro, before I even read this news, as I was watching it, I'm like, oh, this is gonna connect. Like, I'm already thinking of certain things, and I won't spoil it, but I'm like, oh, when Butchard found out about this, he's gonna love it. Like certain things, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Definitely check it out. I'm actually because of this show. I'm taking the missus through the boys. That show is so good. That show is so good, bro. You forget when when you haven't seen it from the beginning. Watching it again, it's like the MCU sort of thing. Like, it's so good. So we're just watching that. But Gen V is really good, bro. You have to watch it. It's gonna start it's in the universe. So to get into it, and they've been renewed for season 2, and then Loki episode 3, and we finally got another variant of Kang the Conqueror in there. I think Jonathan Majors is such a great actor. Just the fact that he's playing the same character but so many different variants he's so good. And I'm sure they gave him creative freedom to be like, cool, here's the background on this character, play it. I'm pretty sure they did because he's that good. But what do you think of Loki so far?
Season 3 is good. I feel like they're building up on a threat now. I feel like, yes, like I'm in now. A lot of people, I've been getting mixed reviews. I'm enjoying it, bro. Again, I think that was a good, solid episode, bro. Good, solid episode, and they dedicated it to, the origins of Kang, bros. So I'm enjoying it. I feel like the threat's a bit more bigger now. I feel like a lot more's on stake. We will see what happens, bro. The next episode's on Friday. I probably won't watch it till the weekend, but yeah, definitely. I'm enjoying it, bro. I'm enjoying it. I like Morbius. I like his character too much, bro. He's smashed it, bro. Owen smashes that, bro.
Yeah, I love Owen. Anything he does is just good anyway, in general. He's just
always, man. Drillbit Taylor, man. He's my Drillbit Taylor.
Yeah, that film's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I have to say I'm genuinely enjoying it. I love what they're doing with Kang. Like I said, I want to see a threat, and I think I'm feeling it a little bit finally. When Loki first saw him, before, when he first saw him, the fear that he had in his eyes was like, that's what I want to see. And whatnot. So I really think that they're building. Obviously, this origin story is going to be different to the comics and whatnot, but hopefully they give us something good. Have you heard about all the cancellations? What's happening in Marvel? They're looking to reboot and like all this sort of shit, bro. Like, do a soft reboot. Apparently, Daredevil, they fired some of the writers and all that sort of shit. They cancelled the plot.
But you know what, bro? I can't keep up with all of that no more now. I think there was a point, because of like social media, people are just spreading rumors. You had the fucking Mephisto shit going on for ages. I think I'm coming to a point now because again, I'm reading a lot more as well now. So I think in my downtime where I was watching stuff and I'm not, like you said, you've lost that a bit of excitement about things. I think I have as well, bro. And we're oversaturated with too much content, I think. And it's hard to pick what to watch, when to watch, because I end up watching something old again, bro, because that's just the way I am. And I think whatever I suffer mentally is my go-to because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel creative. With some of the new stuff, I feel like they're just pushing out so much stuff, bro. And then all the rumors and people talking shit and all this other website stuff. And it's like, come on, man, how do you not just have fun? Why do you have to talk shit about something? Why do you have to bring out rumors cause. And the thing is, a lot of people are going to feed into it because that's the type of society we are. We feed into this shit. But yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't want to. I think I want to go back to enjoying things like we used to. Because remember, some of the movies we watch were shit, bro. But AWOL will still give me a tear in my eye, bro. I don't care what people think of how shit that film is or what Van Damme was. That film is fucking amazing, bros. People can't take that away from me. And I've realized that now because they'll be like, oh, that film wasn't all that. And, you know, you said this. And I said, that's my review. What I felt like when I watched it, how I screamed when I watched it. It's my review. Like, okay, sorry, you didn't like it. You don't have to fucking roast me, but that was just my fault and what I enjoy. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just feel like people have lost that thing. Like they want rumors, they want gossip. I mean, bro, we didn't even know Terminator 2 was in the works 10 years later, and we got Terminator 2. How great was that movie? You know what I mean?
I know we're in the
Same
depths.
thing, you know?
We do this podcast though. We are in the depths of it, but at least we can still give up. Look, Doctor Strange was the one that killed it for me, and after that movie, I stopped following all of those like Marvel review podcasts that I used to love watching.
So,
right, there was a few of them. I can't remember their names now, but I used to watch them consistently after every episode, every show. I stopped all of them because that one killed it. And you know what it is? I'm still gonna watch them all. Like I'm gonna go cinema.
yeah,
and
same,
watch
exactly,
Marvel.
same. Yeah.
Loki, listen, before I used to be like, oh, I'm going to stop the whole world. I'm going to watch Loki or a new Marvel show. But I watched it like 3-4 days later. And to be honest with you, my Instagram doesn't have spoilers no more because I'm not clicking on them. Like I've stopped clicking on all the Marvel and
Yeah. Same.
It's off my algorithm. So I don't even see any spoilers anymore. Whereas before I was so into it, I'll click on things and I end up seeing spoilers. So I stopped all of that shit. Listen, but I'm cool with the content. I'm always gonna watch it. The reason why I'm not excited is because it's not good, which is why I think Marvel's trying to make, Kevin Feige and the team are trying to make adjustments. And you know, I think if they make, I mean, that's a good sign. If you're trying to make adjustments, that's good. At least you're seeing the response from the people, which is, you're not getting the views and the money that you used to. So that means something's wrong. So basically they're making adjustments. Let's see if they can fix it. Maybe they should slow down and just give us better content. Maybe go back to when we were in 2008 and we just got fucking Iron Man and Hulk throughout the whole year and that was it. Maybe we do that because you know what, honestly, bro, if you ask me this question when Endgames come out, I'd be like, no, bro, I want 5 Marvel shows and shit a year minimum. If you ask me this question now, yeah, I could do with 2. You could give me 2, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, yeah. I would take 1 in the year if it's amazing. But it's just too it's just not good. That's what it is, in my opinion. But I'm always watching it. That's what the crazy thing is. When I say things are not good, I'm always going to watch it. Because I'm in.
The way it is, where we're in, bro. We're in. I said that to Jeff Rowe, like the pop culture geek in us. When we're in, like we're in it, like whether it's good or bad or whatever, we're still going to support it. We're still going to watch it. I just feel like for me personally right now, I'm going back to the comic books and like I'm reading House of M again, bro. And like, that is wicked, bro. So I'm falling in love with the original material, but I think my like we change paths in what we do, innit? And you'll probably hear it in over the 8 years that we've spoken on this podcast. I think we could say we've been off for like, if we missed an episode, like we probably missed 2 months in the 8 years that we've done this. You'll see the growth that we've both had in what we do, from Gilman pronouncing names to me.
I still can't pronounce it. What the fuck? I still can't do that shit.
Gilman pronouncing names to what it's got to now. So like, content's always going to be king, bro, and content is what everybody wants. Short form, long form, depending on what fans you are. But like today, we got a massive compliment from the guys at Sense Lab. They listen to the podcast and they love the spectrum that we cover. And the way he plugged us, man, I do feel proud of what we've got. And I was telling people yesterday, even at the venue for the screening, that yeah, it's fucking hard work, man. I got back yesterday at 11 o'clock at night, bro. I stayed up till 2 a.m. to get. I didn't know how to edit the video. Like, I didn't know how I was going to do it. I've got 2 cameras. I've got a voice recorder. How do you put all of this shit together? Like, we just do the podcast and we put it up. How do I make it intricate for people to enjoy? How do I make it? Because I want to get more opportunities like that. Because for me as a fan, it's great to be in that moment. So how do I get more opportunities like that? How do I make? So as you said, like, I put my love into it, stayed up till 2. I just finished it. Like, I've been working from 9, jumping on meetings, jumping on webinars, and editing in between. Finally got it finished. It's uploaded. I've shared the link with you. Let me know your thoughts. But it's because I love it. It's the passion that you put behind it. You've got to put that into it. And yeah, it's you'll see the progress and where it takes you and where it is. But I'm starting to enjoy. I actually enjoyed the editing process. Just it been a bit tiring. I'm getting back into my roots of artwork again as well. And like, I want to release a book, bro. I think it's time for us to create some characters, release a book. We spoke about this before. I want to be able to do that. But guys, make sure you check out the channel tomorrow. Tomorrow's got the interview for Jeff Rowe. The video's out. If you want to listen to it, sneak peek, then check out there's a Geekout session episode, which is on across all platforms already. You guys can listen to. I know a lot of compliments came through later on today because they really enjoyed it. We had a couple of people say, that's amazing. But my point was, when I was at that thing yesterday, was that the only reason why we do this is because we love it. Some people are there for different reasons, and that's up to you, dude. That is totally up to you. But I'm here because I get to network. I get to meet great people along the way. Bro, it could be another person to jump on the podcast and talk. I mean, I had Shumon, who was on a podcast recently. He was there yesterday, said the same thing, bro. We need to do another episode. That episode was great. I want to talk more. So that's amazing when people can jump out of their comfort zone from just, doing what they do usually, influencing, reviewing, whatever, to coming to this point. I mean, people were calling me a legend yesterday, bro. That shit is really weird to hear sometimes, bro. But I'm like a 40-year-old guy in this place where there's 20-year-olds, and I just came to enjoy a movie. But being called a legend, like, that's something else, bro. Actually, that's, in a way, it's nice, and I don't want to blow my top off or anything. Just, it's nice to be able to give people, I don't know, a segue to say, look, man, you could do these things. Doesn't matter where you're from. Opportunities will come up. Yeah. Some people will say we fanboys. Fuck you. Yeah. I am a fanboy, man. I can say that proudly. I think we had a conversation about that yesterday where we're like, we got views for Blue Beetle. Man, fuck you, man. I loved it. I enjoyed it. Yes, I got to meet the director. And you would do the same thing. But I enjoyed the content because it's in the genre that I grew up with. We watched Saturday morning cartoons. We watched 80s, 90s cartoons. We read comic books. I got comic books galore, man. I got shit in places I can't even remember where I got stuff. You can't, I'm not knowledgeable when it comes to most of it, but I read. Like, there's some great stories I can tell you about. There's some great history I can tell you about. But it's because I put the time in. I want to do it. You know what I mean? So, yes.
Yeah, no, listen.
That was me.
Listen, again, it's amazing that you're being recognized for what you do and being called a legend and whatnot. And you know what? We did this for catching up. I still enjoy catching up, and I still enjoy talking to you, and I still enjoy expressing myself on other thoughts, be it, the Palestine situation or real world situations or whatever. Like, I like doing it. It's a form of therapy. This is a form of therapy. I feel good. If we didn't, I wouldn't be messaging you all day. Gee, Kibbs, what day are you free? I wouldn't be doing that. Same with Fight Talk. K-West, bro, when are you free? Let's figure out time. Bro, life's busy. I'm fucking tired. I done wrestling today. My back's hurting. But I do want to just chill. But I'm like, nah, but we got to do this podcast. Tomorrow I'm out and about, so I want to get this done tonight. But it's important to me too, and the fact that, I've had some geek out sessions with people, and the fact that people don't mind talking to me, I like that. The fact that I've been invited to a podcast, I'm like, oh shit, I'm a bit nervous, but I'm like, people.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Glenn is cool.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying, but people are gonna appreciate. Some people would appreciate the way that I express myself too. Some people won't. I don't give a fuck. I've said that very clearly from the beginning. I don't give a fuck. But some people will, right? And I just feel like it's amazing, bro. Look at what we're doing. It's crazy, And about the fan thing, bro. Fuck it, man. Listen, influencers who make nice videos or be it show your booty on the screen or whatever it is. I brought it up not too long ago about the XM Studios and whatnot, and I'm criticizing, I'm probably being a hater, but I'm a fan of this shit. That's why I buy it. But when you got an influencer who don't know shit about the Punisher or any of those characters, but because they got loads of followings, you want to listen. Companies got to do what they got to do. You got to promote. But I'm a fan, man. I will fucking fan the fuck out where you got an influencer who probably put a script together and edit a nice video and whatnot, who's not really a fan. Again, but it's two sides of the story. The business.
It is. Business is business, bro. Marketing, bro. We both work in marketing, so we know what that's like, bro.
It's the game.
So it's the game, bro.
Listen, if we had, I bet you any money, when we get to a level where we get tons of way more followers, which we will one day, we're going to get those opportunities too. We will. I mean, we're already getting tons of opportunities, but I'm just talking about other ones as well. And I'm going to be like, cool, I'll be happy to do it because I'm a fan. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm a fan, I enjoy it. But if it was something that I didn't enjoy, I'll be like, I don't know, I'd have to question it. I've always said this to you. Imagine we got a sponsor of something that we don't believe in or whatever. We'd have to probably be like, you know what? I know you're trying to give us money and shit, but I don't know. Like, maybe we step back, God forbid, like.
No, and that's exactly what it should be like, because at the end of the day, we don't want nobody controlling this, because we have our own narrative on this. So we could be as free as we want and talk what we want and what we like. If people agree to it or not, look, man, that's totally up to you. I mean, it's just me and my brother talking. That's what the podcast is about. It's us two geeking out about life and everything else. So I wouldn't want a sponsorship when they start saying, oh, you can't say the F word and you can't talk about this and make sure you do this. We didn't start that because of this. So fuck it. If we don't make no money, we don't make no money. We just continue doing what we're doing. I suppose that's what it is. And somebody else said the same thing on the webinar today when I was telling them about my journey and doing the artwork. And it was like, when you do it for the love of it, everything else will kind of fall into place. If you're doing it for money, you're going to lose.
But you're a perfect example of that. I've said this so many times. I've seen it. You know what I mean? The listeners who've listened from the beginning might know the journey. But I've seen it firsthand with you. And I don't want to expose your story, but what I'm saying is it's a successful story that people should know about.
I was basic back in the days.
You were. I mean, let's be real. Like you were. Your head wasn't on straight. And everything was about the money. You were a very creative guy, but everything was about the money. And your atmosphere, your environment was all about, we need to make money or we need to make money. The moment, and I saw that transition, it was after Hong Kong, and the moment you were like, bro, I'm just going to do artwork. I'm just going to do my art. And I don't care about the money. That's when it all changed. And then we started this podcast, and that's when it all changed. We did not chase a single penny. But and I brought it up before, our previous YouTube channel, we got rid of it because we were chasing views and shit like that. But chasing the views got us nothing. This has got us so much opportunity. Like, I've seen the transition in you, and I've seen the transition in us in regards to our first channel and this. I mean, I remember we got 2,000 subscribers like that, man. We were getting 50,000 views and shit. I keep bringing this up. It brought us nothing, bro, because all of that was fake. We wanted views, we wanted subscribers. So we fucking were doing reviews and fucking reactions to some Indian movies. I was like, what the fuck? I'm not doing that, Kibbs. This is boring, man. What the fuck? And all these other movies that I have no interest in. And I was like, no, man, Kibbs, this ain't gonna work. And then we just reset it. And we did what we loved, and look at all the opportunities come. The views hasn't been exactly the same as the previous channel, but look at the fucking opportunities. John motherfucking Woo this week. I mean, that's an example. Damn, I love Geekout.
Do what you do and do it for what you love. People always ask me, like, how do you keep up? Scheduling is a big key part of this, and you got to make time for your loved ones, your family, and the rest of it. But scheduling is so important. So I try and keep everything in between the 9 to 6 day. But it's hard not to. We have got a team, and I'm hoping by next year, and you guys got a sneak peek of the new fucking logo as well. I usually do an announcement about that, but we got a new Brothers Geekout logo. Thanks to r.i.p for sorting us out on that one. And I've got little stickers and stuff like that, and we've got a bit of a rebrand coming up, but you got a sneak peek at the new logo, because I was like, if we're gonna push out Jeff Rowe, let's do this properly. But do it, man, because you love it. You know, things will come into place. People always ask me, how do you keep up? Schedule is so important, but make sure you're making time for yourself in the process. I'm still bad at that. I still need to, like, you know, I'm on training 1 week, I'm off training 1 week, but I think that's my lifestyle at the moment until I find probably a different job. So I need to see how that goes on. Hopefully nobody from work listens to this shit, bro. I'm gonna get it. Both of us are gonna get it, bro.
Fuck, we're getting fired soon, man. Fuck. Nah, I don't think anyone from my work is listening to this anyway, so it's all cool. But yeah, no, man. I love geeking out with you. I love geeking out with people. I like talking. Like, I'm a very introverted person. I am, you know, and I don't like talking in public. You put me at work meetings or whatnot, you put me in front of loads of people, I'm nervous. I don't want to do it, but there's something about this, man. And I mean, how often do we, and Rogan talks about it a lot as well. Now, obviously, he was one of someone who I love or whatnot. How often do you just put your phone down? And I know I look at my phone because of my notes, but in regards to like social scrolling and all that shit, but
No.
just sit and have a conversation with someone? I know it's virtually as well, but just have a conversation for an hour, talk about some of the thoughts that's going on your mind, and then just geek out about some of the shit that we love, which is the pop culture shit and whatnot. I mean, we don't, that's not a part of society anymore, because you just got phones and scrolling and shit. People go at dinner and they're scrolling and whatnot. It's like, well,
It's a tough one,
look at
bro.
each other, man.
It's a tough one because we're all victims of it. We're all victims of it. It's like you find me in a club, bro. Like maybe when I was 20, I'd be cool. I'd be dancing, having a game, juice, all the rest of it. Bro, you put me in a situation now, man, bro. I'm going straight to my phone, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in this place. You know what I mean? So we've been rewired to do shit like this now, to just jump on. Like, it's hard. There's only certain places I know I can engage, like Comic Cons and the events we go to. You know, I'm finding it even hard now just to go up on Instagram and just post shit, because it's hard, bro. Because it's like, I don't want to post. I don't want to keep going on my phone. So I know I've got a structure now where I post and ghost, which is probably the best thing I've done in the past couple of months. I think that was stressing me out as well. There's quite a lot of stuff. You don't realize how much time goes into just because you post something and you end up scrolling and fucking 3 hours is gone suddenly. And you're like, what the fuck is going on there, man?
That's me when I take a shit, bro. 2 minute shit turns into 15 minutes because I'm fucking scrolling and scrolling up. My legs are numb and whatnot. I should be joining a meeting at work any minute now. Shit, legs are numb. Need to wipe my ass and go join this meeting, but I've been scrolling for fucking 15 minutes. Bro, it's dangerous.
So it's dangerous. It's finding a good balance, and that's hard enough. In the day and age we live in, technology is all around us. So like this weekend, I don't want to look at nothing. So, bro, I will look at something. I'll probably watch TV, but yeah, just chill with the kids and family and go from there. But
for sure.
Go from there, bro.
Cool. Well, look, carrying on with the news. Star Wars announced a Mace Windu and Jango Fett series. We spoke about. Yeah, I mean, is that fake news? Hopefully it's not fake news. Did you not see it?
But that's what I'm saying. I haven't been scrolling, so I don't know, bro.
It's another thing about this podcast, guys. Some of the shit could be fake news, so do double check. But
if that's happening, that's amazing. Depending on how they're gonna do that, I'm not sure, because they can do it, but it's like, I hope Sam needs to come back for that, bro. They need to de-age his ass.
Bro, they did it in Captain Marvel. They could do it, bro. Bring Sam back. My guy's the only guy with a purple lightsaber. Bring him back. That'd be awesome. All right, bro. Just finishing up. Quick DC news, or just actually not even just DC news. Someone in general. Just Yahya Abdul-Mateen is not having the best time with his Marvel and DC projects. So apparently Wonder Man's been cancelled, and he was going to be Wonder Man. And obviously Aquaman 2, that's apparently didn't get good reviews. I don't know. The movie had to come out, but already Jason Momoa is going to become Lobo. All the shit with Amber Heard and whatnot. I guess his superhero movies is just not working out too good for him. I guess Jared Leto is the same. Like, he's such an amazing actor, both of those two, and they just haven't had luck. But do they need to be in the genre? Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, just wanted to kind of bring that up. On that note, just real quick, Chris Evans, apparently his new movie called Pain Hustlers is the third movie. Is it the third consecutive movie to be rotten on Rotten Tomatoes? And that's, what was that? This The Gray Man got 45%. Ghosted got 26%, and this one has got another rotten score. I mean, I don't think that means shit because I thought Grey Man was freaking awesome.
Yeah, it was wicked.
So I don't know. Rotten Tomatoes is there. It has set a perspective and whatnot. But really, whatever you like, man. I swear, like I said, I've said this before. I'm pretty sure AWOL has got 2% on Rotten Tomatoes, but I fucking love that movie. Probably not 2%, but it's probably not great.
It's got a wicked soundtrack as well. It's a wicked movie. I don't care.
Yeah. Anyway, I just thought I'd bring that up. Lastly, to finish off, just some video game sort of stuff and anime stuff. Devil May Cry, the animated series from Capcom Studios, is coming to Netflix. So Devil May Cry was an awesome game. They made so many of them, but I remember when I was in Barnet College, we used to go to that video game place, and it was the first game that a guy had double guns and he was shooting this and whatnot. It was pretty awesome. Game was awesome. I played a couple of them. Ashraf played a lot more of them. And then an animated series, anime is coming out on Netflix, which should be good. I don't know if I'll get into it, but for you Devil May Cry fans and you anime fans, you know, that could be something for you. And that is it, bro. That is the news that I was able to capture this week.
No, that's cool, bro. That's cool. All right, man. All right, guys, I've got another giveaway coming up on the Twitter chat. Twitter, X, the Badus channel.
He should call it Badusi.
I know, man.
Elon Musk, like you love to name shits and be creative and crazy and whatnot. Just call it Badusi. I would love that. I just Badus. Like instead, I just tweeted, I'm a Badus something quickly. Come on, Elon, do it.
Yeah, no, you know what? I'm gonna run it. I haven't done a giveaway on the Instagram page, so I'm gonna run it on the Instagram page. I've got some goodies to give away, so hop onto that, and you guys can win some goodies along the way. But all right, bro, I've got nothing else to cover. I've got all the Comic-Con stuff, which we'll have a special episode for Comic-Con, an audio version. It won't be a video version for the from the streaming platforms, and then you'll see images from Spider-Man tomorrow. And yeah, that's about it. I'll keep you guys posted on anything else, though. Oh, the interview's out. Jeff Rowe, man. Make sure you guys check it out, man. Show it some love. Comment, share, Twitter it, whatever it, exit, reduce it. Just share it out there, please. It'd be nice to get some love on that. I had a great experience. I was fucking nervous. I did some push-ups. I did some meditation. I got to answer. You know what? I wrote down questions. I didn't even ask those. I just went from what was coming from my heart, and we got some great responses. So, G-Man, message me later. Let me know what you think. And guys, we'll catch you guys up on the next episode.
All right, we out. Peace.